All right, here we go. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Badger Wild. We are back in the unicorn so far. At least that's what the ship is looking like, is a unicorn with a big drill on the front of it. Now, last time we took out some cobalt, managed to get some of that, so we can build some up armored equipment. We've also got some metal grids we can build. Um, with that, I can take some of the scrap I got. If I can get some magnesium, we can actually upgrade the weapons on this ship and get some serious firepower going. But until then, no, we're not going to be able to do that until we get some cobalt, some steel, and also we're trying to get several $1 million, I believe, or several million credits, so that we may get ourselves a small miner that we can then modify to come on here and we can turn into kind of a PAM miner. So being here that we are, let's go on back over here and take a look into this. And we can see right now, basic assemblies are working pretty good. Motors are at 61. I'm not sure, can't remember how many we need, but we are now running through the cobalt as fast as we can at the moment. We have a lot of it. We have a lot of cobalt. So we're going to have to eat through all that first. And the worst part is it's starting to eat into our battery life. So we are running low on battery. We're going to be depleted in about 12 hours, which is it's not good. It's not good at all. So let's go ahead here. Let me look here at what we've got going on. I do want to remember this though. Let me go outside the ship for a second. I just depressurized the entire friggin' ship. I do want to head out here and I want to mark this area where this cobalt is. I wonder if there's any more. Not cobalt. I'm wondering if there's any more stuff. Let's mark this first. Let's mark this first. GPS. New from current position. One cobalt. And I'm going to not show that because I don't want to have to be looking at that all the time. So we know where this is. We can just go ahead and grab it. I'm going to zip around here a little bit and see if I can't find another ore deposit somewhere. See if maybe on this big rock we don't have a bit of iron or something to that effect. Doubt that would be anywhere near cobalt, but it'd be nice if we had it. Let's just keep looking around here. Not seeing it. I do see the respawn pod. Not seeing anything that looks or resembles. Let's check this little asteroid here. See what's in that. Nothing. So this entire asteroid has a cobalt vein on it, which is pretty good, honestly. It's nice that we have a cobalt vein. We know where to get some. Let me slip on in here. Do I have lights on? Yeah, we got lights on. Slip on in here and look around a bit. See what I can see. Not getting much. For one thing, the lights are not very good. But we're trying. Oh, well. So our little ship has been doing moderately well. Moderately well, being the primary term, being the key word there. So what I'm wanting to do with this ship is we are eventually going to have to take it and do something else with it. We're going to have to build a better ship, a much more effective ship. Let me check here and make sure that I'm able to talk here. What I'm wanting to do with this ship. All right, there we go. Just had to sit back and make sure that we could still talk. Okay, let's close that, open this, put that away. Let me look here. I know our let's see, how are we doing? Yeah, we're this small problem where cobalt has become an issue. We'll take this 7,000 here. We'll shove that in there. There. We'll put about 3,000 in that. We're opening up some areas, which is helping. We'll go to the survival kit real quick. I think it is off. The problem is I've got a lot of power issues at the moment. Let's go ahead and see what our solar panels are saying. They're not as chargy as I'd like them to be. Tilt that up there, get as much of a charge as we can, because I'm not sure how much more we're going to be able to do. So we're pulling back here. We're able to build a bunch of stuff. Let me check my production here. What are we looking at? So we need a bunch more hydrogen tanks, but I think we've got almost enough. We're still trying to build up all the motors that we were wanting. With those two, we will basically end the problem we have had before, which is we've got to finish this one mission, and we'll be able to get those resources, take them in, and just drop them off, and things will be awesome for a little bit. If this darn cobalt would stop interfering with everything. There we go. There. Let's eat through some of this stone real quick. That way we can get through it. And then while I'm flying, we can do some other stuff. Let's see. We've got 17 of these. We've got to get all that completed, which is not, well, it'll be easy. It's just not going to be as simple as I'd like it to be. Okay. We also have a power issue, so we're now going to fully deplete in about 12 hours. So long as all this stuff is on. So we've got to come up with a solution to this problem. We're going to have to break down this a bit. I'm going to have to come up with something clever. But let's go ahead and get this stone out of the way so I can have all the iron and crap I need. Now we got 14K of that. We'll let that just work for a minute while we hop in here. And we need to make an attempt. Need to attempt to get more ore from somewhere. Now we know we got cobalt there. We don't need cobalt right now. There's a station over there. I don't need to go there at all. Oh boy, that went from good to about 11 minutes. Yeah, we're eating through power like nobody's business at the moment. We've got to find a way to get more power. Let's just launch here, right a little off course. Let me check the outside of the ship. Oh, we have 10 minutes, 11 minutes, 12 minutes, 3 minutes. All right, there we go. We're going to turn that off. And we're going to tilt this thing to see if we can't. There we go. 18 hours worth of flight time. And there we go. Now we're hurtling to a new rock. We're going to grab some supplies off of it and see if we can't somehow, I don't know, I may need to add another solar panel to this thing or two. because we're not getting the power boost that we need at the moment to keep the ship running. We could build up at least 3 solar panels on this thing, and that wouldn't be difficult to do if I actually, yeah, we could do 3 solar panels on this thing. It would just take a little bit of work. Let's head to this next asteroid here. We'll see what kind of resources we can get. And while I'm at it, I'm going to check the resources that we have. So we're pulling all the stuff we need. We got 107 of these motors. And I still got 17 hydrogen bottles. Why in the world? Okay. Well, we got a portion of those done. If I can get those all finished and built, we can head on back to the station and we can get all our money. And then we can get an auto miner. And then things will get more interesting. Oh wait, that's a problem. Need to slow it down for a second. All right, we're just gonna coast on in here, close this asteroid. Looks like it might have some type of material on it. It's got something that looks kind of yellow or goldish looking. So we may have something cool. Casual bot. Hey, how's it going? Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Just going back into the survival, little survival thing I'm doing. Just this is just pointless survival stuff I'm doing. Just messing around. Because you can't do creative stuff all the time. You've got to sit there and diversify your you got to diversify your mind. You got to do different things with it. Oh boy, are we going to be able to control this? All right, we have 10 minutes of this flying up. That looks like a good chunk of nickel, which is something I need. It sure does look like nickel. I'm thinking it's nickel. We need nickel. Flip on up here real quick. We're coming in a little fast. There. Let's turn this baby so we can get as much sunlight as possible. All right, we're up to 16 hours. Look back here. The problem we've got right at the moment. Just watch your gravity drive video was really helpful. Thanks, man. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, I just started the game back up. I'm like 1,500 hours into the game and still learning stuff. Yeah, that's how I am. I found it took me forever to realize. It took me a while, but then I realized I could actually build. There was one video I did that was a mechanic that's been here since the beginning, and that is being able to place blocks from inside of a cockpit. I have a video up on that on how to do it. It's pretty cool. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. The problem is I have 17,000 cobalt, and it is just in the way of everything right now. Cobalt is one of those things that once you get it, it tends to interfere with a lot of other things. We all always, I think every person does space engineers is always at that mindset of I'm gonna grab some cobalt and I'm gonna make some good things with it because I need the cobalts. I need to get the cobalt, and you're like, oh wait, I have way too much of this crap. Yep, this is nickel. Let's see what else is on this astro. See what I can find up here. Now I do have a power plant, but if I can get some ice before then, like a good steady supply of it, and I can put that into the power plant so I can build up the power plant, build up the power on the ship so I don't have to worry about it. I also would like to build another battery if possible. I need more batteries. But I got plenty of nickel right here, so that I can make a couple of good batteries with all the nickel I got. Another thing we got to do is I'd like to put another two solar panels on this thing. Let's do that while we're at it. While we're here, we'll just cut this section out here in the back. We're gonna set this up for hopefully a solar panel system in the back here. All right. Whoa. Realize solar. Oh wait, no. That's oh, that's interesting. Solar panel might be 3 wide. Let's see here. Are we 3 wide or are we 4 wide? Yep, that's not going to fit no matter how I do it. Wait a minute, we've actually got two solar panels on this thing for the wing right here. I didn't realize that. I thought that was one single solar panel, but it's not. It's actually two solar panels. Ooh, that's interesting. So we have two solar panels and we are pulling that much kind of power. Hmm. Well, solar isn't going to get us the power we need because we're having difficulty with that right now. And we're at this weird spot where we're dealing with a cobalt problem in the game and the power issue all at one time. Oh, I wish this would go faster. Let me go ahead and minus a little bit of nickel. There we go. Just kind of pull this here until we hit about 14 hours, I think, is what we're doing. No, I didn't do any good. There we go. 18 hours. Let's see what that's done. If I do this, if I could do this, I could probably put the nickel in there or the cobalt in there, and it'll do something after we get the nickel done. I think. There we go. See, that works much better. Okay, so now we're going to process all that. Yes, we're going to need 1,000 nickel, 70 silicone, and 5,000 iron. That's what's going to take to fix all this nonsense and get us to a point where we can actually do some cool stuff. Um, right now, what I'd like to do is I'd like to build maybe another couple solar panels and strap them to the side of the ship and be able to generate some, green energy for a little bit. But we have cobalt, which means I could make some metal grids and build myself a couple of guns. The problem is, even if I build the gun, I'm not going to be able to make the gun work. I really need to get that cobalt ate through. Wait, let me check here for a minute. Where are you at? That was weird. Ah, that's the problem. Let's build up our hydrogen supply here. Run this for a little bit until we can get our power built back up pretty good. And we're eating through stuff. We're putting some energy back into the system. That's what I'm trying to do. Get some energy put back in until I can find some ice to replace it with. Because that stupid refinery is going to be running all for a while with all that cobalt. I can't believe I made that stupid mistake again. Now let's check our batteries one more time. See how we're doing. Fully depleted in 5 hours. Are you kidding me? We don't need 5 hours. We need 14 hours. Yeah, I'm having to do this thing where I balance my ship a bit so I can keep it in the sun. Now, while we're doing that, we'll go ahead and we'll put a GPS coordinate out here for this nickel. Because, dear God, we found nickel, which is really good. I'll just drop that GPS coordinate right about here. Pull that in here. We'll do nickel. So when I need to, I can just look into my deal and just pull up a GPS coordinate and just go there. That'll be the easiest way to do this. Now, what I could do is I could probably set another one of these refineries on here. The problem is that is going to immediately eat into my power. I'm going to double my power consumption and my productivity all at the same time. So that's not ideal. Not at all. What I need to do is I need to move to a whole nother asteroid here real quick. Let's see where this can go. We'll turn a little bit. Well, that's why we're not getting so much power. The freaking sun's all the way down there. Oh, that was further away than it is. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, pucker factor was in that maneuver. I was pretty sure I was going to kiss my solar panel goodbye, but it didn't happen. Didn't lose it. Always cobalt that slows the game. Yeah, I need to get, of course, that right over there. That is an awesome shot with the moon right behind the atmosphere. That's amazing. Okay, where am I going here? Let's try. Meeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's shoot for this one. We're up to the 3 hour mark. Spin this baby around because one of our solar panels just was not getting power for some reason. There we go. We're pulling 12 some odd hours. Yeah, that's awesome. So now we got 12 hours of battery life we're being able to pull into the ship. So that's good. As it sits there and works through all this freaking cobalt we got. There we go. Put all that in there. We got 1,000 more. Let's see. How are we doing over here? We've got a whole bunch of tanks. Crap. A whole bunch of these tanks just decided to get filled up. I forgot I had those. That's where a lot of my hydrogen went right there. Let's put these together. All right, I have 19 tanks. So we're getting through the let me look here and we'll see how close we're getting to this asteroid here. Oh, we're coming in kind of at an odd angle. I'm gonna hit that, am I? Sure does look like it. Yeah, our cobalt is one of those resources you absolutely need, but almost instantly it slows everything down. You can bring your game to a grinding halt almost instantaneously. Here we go again. We'll just pick up some speed there. Just let the system kind of just control itself a little bit. Hopefully, I can find enough materials I can get either something done or I can have the system operate a certain way. And that would be nice if I could find a way to boost system. I do have the materials to make a nuclear reactor. Wouldn't be hard to do. All right, let's get on the bright side of this thing here. Let the thruster slow us down. And look at this thing, see if we can find anything of value on this big O asteroid here. We'll just leave the. Actually, let's tilt the ship a bit so we're facing the sun. And there we are. We're facing the sun. We're doing pretty good. Well, if I can just stave off, I'm pretty sure it won't take an hour to eat through all of that. At least I hope it don't. So we should be fine. If power gets to a certain point, we'll just shut everything down. I should put an event controller in there that when power reaches a certain point, it will kill all the power on the. It'll kill power to everything, and it'll just sit there. And oh boy, what do we got here? What is this? What is this? What is this? This is the dang asteroid I was just at. What the heck? Huh. Well, that didn't help. We wasted time and energy. How did I get that turned around? Oh well, it happens. All right, next option is we're gonna have to just pick a different asteroid. Now, if I could build a gravity drive, that'd be awesome. Okay, let's see here. Let's grab this. We'll tilt ourselves. towards a completely different asteroid. We came in from that side. Came in and around. Let's not go to that one. Let's take a shot at this. Let's try this one. There we go. And we're pulling some good power out of that. That's awesome. So now we're gonna head to this asteroid and see what else we can find. Looking at this, how everything is going at the moment. We've put a lot of these. Oh boy. Already running into an issue here. So we are filling up quickly, and I don't have the storage capacity for all of this. We're gonna have to build some storage. We're gonna have to get some storage fast. Let's get to this asteroid over here, and then I'll have to build storage because we've just run into the another major issue in the game, which is having the ability to not only build stuff but also being able to hang onto it, and that's becoming a problem. So now we're stuck. Now we have a major problem. This is not good. It's not good. It's not good at all. We need to try and build a better ship at some point in time because this is not going to go well if I can't get this storage. So now we've got three problems. One, I've got a cobalt problem, which is irritating the heck out of me. And at the same time, we also have a power issue and a storage issue, which, if the storage issue messes us up, that's going to solve a problem because we won't be using as much power. That much I can promise. We won't use that much power at all. Look here, see how we're doing. Okay, now we've got to build some more storage. Unfortunately, yes, we need more storage. Where am I going to put the storage? Hmm. Let me look here. I haven't built a storage container yet. That's amazing. According to this, we only need 4 metal grids. What does it take to make one of these? Same thing. All right, let's go over here and do that. Do I have the equipment to build this thing with? I think I need some. There we go. Now what I'll do is we'll go outside. Now then, if that's the one deal, this is what I need next. This is darn conveyor. I need this taken out. And we're just going to replace our conveyor with some cargo. Everything with 3 construction components. Look at that. And it still works. It's in there nice and well. Okay. Let's grab a plate. I can always weld this up inside. So now we've got double the storage. We just got to see if that will hold long enough for me to make this all work. So we've got 200 and something engines. Let's go ahead and throw this motor in there as well. Actually, let's just take all the motors and we'll put them in the new storage compartment. Small cargo container too. There we go. So there we go there. Small cargo container. Also shove those in there as well. So we're at 300 and something. Actually, we're closer than that. We're at 500. Ooh. Which are we exactly right now? 526. Oh, we just need 270 something more. And we're getting that done right now with the nickel. We'll just leave that alone for the moment and let it go. Let it just build up all our all these little motors that we need. And then we can turn around, head back to that station. And while I'm charging up, we can go ahead and put this in, get us some money, and we can get us an auto miner. Or we can get us a miner that I can pan, and then I can use that to auto mine with. Then the next thing we'll need to do is figure out how to get the mining system, or figure out how, or I'm going to have to figure out how to mine and be able to refine all the stuff that we're going to be bringing in. So we're going to have to build probably a refinery bay with a whole bunch of refiners. But then the other problem is figuring out how I'm going to get a figuring out a reactor. I've got a reactor. I got a small reactor. That may require me to completely rebuild the ship again. Huh. See, I could, what I could do, is I could put an extra, let me think here. I could apply an extra, thruster, I want to say. No, a wheel. I could apply a wheel or a rotor. Not wheel, rotor. And I had to find someplace to put it, but then I could hook up a small nuclear reactor inside the ship. And then I could use the uranium I got to power it. It'd just be a temporary fix. That, or I could just build 2 more solar panels on the other side and hope to God that works. Let's cut out this. Because we can upgrade our solar panels to 4. I'm going to double my solar panel output. That'd probably be the best way to do this. Now, let me look here. What do I need? I need 32 solar cells, 4 computers, 12 girders. So we're going to need 4 steel plates, 4 bulletproof glass, 4 construction components, 4 computers. Okay. Production. I need 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2. I think that about does it. Is there anything else I need? Mm, Girders, I'm going to need 12. And then construction pulse, we're just going to do 20 of those because we need that stuff anyway. Okay, inventory. How are we doing here? We're eating through stuff quickly, but we run out of all the other stuff. Wonderful. So I need to take the ship, and we need to get ourselves. Where's the asteroid in question? There it is. Oh, we don't have the power to do this. We do not have the power to do this, ladies and gentlemen. It is not going to end well, but we're going to need the gravel in order to finish up another solar panel. Once we get another solar panel going, we'll be doing pretty good. Let's just hop on down here and grab it. As like I may have made a mistake doing that. Let's slow down here. One of the good things about having this is now need this stuff take priority. So we got all that taking priority at the moment. Production, we just need 2 more plates. There we go. Now then. Oh. So apparently we got everything for the solar panel. Let's put another solar panel on the side of the ship. That should help us with solar power at the moment. No, I don't have all the equipment. Where did it all go? One good thing, I can walk across this now. I can walk across that and just go right on in. Now, to dump all this back in there, oh, I need bulletproof glass. I forgot about that. Let's look here. Where's the rest of our stone at? There it is. All right, we got everything. Let's go there and we'll put the new solar panel up. That'll help out with the ship's power supply at least. Now triple our original solar capacity. There we go. All right, now we're pulling even more power, which will help. And it makes things a lot easier to operate in now. It makes it easier getting it out. All right, 2 days worth of power. Let's take a look here. Control panel. Let's check our batteries real quick. How are we doing? Fully depleted in 2 days. I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to get through all this in 2 days. If I were to turn this off, let's see, current input is 201.48 kilowatts, which is slowly going down because we're not. Let's see. Let's see. Where am I? Where is my sun? 6 days. Let's see how that goes. Control panel. All right, fully depleted in 6 days. So we're pulling 213.88 kilowatts right now. It's slowly going down, but we're pulling some energy. As far as our supplies go in terms of materials, I've still got a crap ton of cobalt. Oh God, that's terrifying. Yeah. Let me look here. What do we got? What can I do at the moment? Production wise, how much more we got left? We got 194 left on there. If I can just get those motors done, we'll be able to get the money for a small mini miner. And then we could use the mini miner to do our mining for us, which also means I could begin modifying this ship a bit more. I think we're going to modify it into a platform. I don't know how yet, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and manipulate the system so that we have one thruster pack producing most of the thrust, and then as we get more hydrogen thrusters, we can put thrusters on either side in like a catamaran style, and then have our miner in the middle of it. Oh, that didn't help matters none. And also, this basic refinery is giving me a fit because, dear God, we can't get stuff done as quick as we could. How are we doing up there? Oh, we're so close. So friggin' close. Almost 100 done. If I could just get this finished here. Let's grab this out of here. I've got a plan. We'll just stick you right there. 7.3 that you are. We'll build that up. Let's see. Oh, we're 131. 131 left. Once we get this stuff out of the way, we can then take these motors. Once they are out of the way, we can shell them. We can return to the one area, hook up the ship to the station, and with any luck, and we're pulling so much, we're almost there. 112, 111. Oh, we're about to be there. Now, once I get all this stuff built, we'll have two cargo containers of storage. Now, if I recall correctly, we're going to be pulling close to 1 million for the motors in their entirety. Let me look here again. Inventory, what has happened here? Got 7 stone in this small container. Let's go up here to the refinery yet again. There we go. Get a little bit more done. Have any more stone anywhere on this ship? No. Hmm. Trying to get some ores figured out here, but it is just taking some time. See right there. Just the motors, being able to finish those up, that'll get us enough to get a really good ship eventually. That's the plan here. I want to build up enough money that I can get a good ship to operate from. The problem is the miner is the only thing we're really going to get. And by the time we get back, I don't even know if they're going to have it or not. Yeah, it appears we're pulling almost as much power as we're losing. There we go. I'm on, 60. We're almost there. Then it's just the rest of the hydrogen tanks we got to build. And that'll be a good chunk of money right there. Probably almost 2, 3 million is what we'll have in the bank. And then I can actually buy a decent. We could either buy a small decent ship, or we could buy a companion ship for this one, and that would get us somewhere. We'd get somewhere really quick with that. That could get us something cool. That's what I'm trying to go for right now. The problem is also we got the cobalt issue, which has now also become a nickel issue. Oh, if I could just get the cobalt, I'll figure it out. I should have gotten a small amount of cobalt, but I was sitting there thinking all the guns I could build, and then I got kind of screwed on that one. We're out of there we are again. Where is it? Basic refinery. We're gonna shove that in there. Get that out of the way. All right, I'm gonna just go ahead and kick some of the gravel out. Because good lord, we don't need it. There we go. One bag of gravel thrown out. Opening us up some stuff and getting some weight off. It's helpful. I think while I'm waiting for all that to get done, I'm gonna run over here and hit this unknown signal real quick. Because I can get this unknown signal and we get some free stuff. Yeah, we need free stuff. Now, once we get the motors done, we'll take those back to the station. And those acquisition contracts, they have no time limits. They're great little contracts if you want to play the game. They work wonderfully. Metallic suit, I've never gotten that one, I have to admit. All right. Got some nickel. We have just enough time here to get this all broken down. There we go. All that's done. Now we'll go back to our respawn pod here as I attempt to figure out what I'm going to do with it. Because, yeah, this is the slow part of doing this. This is a mistake that you make doing Space Engineers. When you get to the point where you can do ore like a big boy, you gotta learn how to handle it. If you can't handle your ore, you got problems. Let's put it like that. That's what we seem to have done. We weren't able to control our ore. Well, we got some money out of it. If I have one more solar panel's worth of power consumption, we'd actually get somewhere. Let's see how we're doing in the production line. Oh, 6 more, really? 6 more, and we can get that miner. We're gonna get it too. There we go. Yeah, gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. There it is. There it is. Yes. Now then, we should be building up. What is missing here? Missing parts. Okay, all right, here we go. We can get the hydrogen bottles out of the way too. Nice. Be able to knock the hydrogen bottles out of the way. If we can get those done, I can be able to head back. And then we can put our money in, get paid, and see what we can get our hands on. Because that's one of the things we've been trying to do is build ourselves up enough cash to get us either a nice ship or acquire us a miner that I can turn into a PAM miner, which would be fun as well. That would also be fun. 16 short. Okay. Oh, minus up some more stuff. There. Now, grab some of this stone here. That should more than adequately finish up all those hydrogen bottles, what we just got. And with that, we ought to be able to head back to that station. Not only should I be able to do that, but I think I can also buy a. I think I could buy a PDF that could give me the location of the station, which I might be able to either buy ores or components from. If that be the case, I could probably buy some components for something that I really need, like a nuclear reactor, because that would be nice. If we get the equipment to make a reactor with, that'd be awesome. I think I need an advanced assembler for that. Don't know how we're going to build this new ship. We're going to have to figure that out on the way. I do want some hydrogen capability. I think that'd be awesome. Okay, why'd you stop? Should have more than enough stone. Basic refinery. We're out of. Up here and drop the rest of that in. That should do it. We only need 4 more. Once that's done, I can just let this thing run for a little bit and run through all of the materials that are inside of it. Then we'll be golden. Then we can go make a whole bunch of money. Let's go make some cash. This last hydrogen bottle. Oh, yes, 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 yes. One more. One more, baby. One more. There we go. All right, there we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 20, 20 of those. And I think that's it. Yep, Badger's going to attempt, ladies and gentlemen. Badger's going to attempt to put one more solar cell on here so we can get a little bit more power out of this ship. Oh, I just depressurized the entire friggin' ship. Hey, shut that door. All right. Did I hit something? Oh, I hit the gravel. Well, that's embarrassing. There's one. And we're going to slap the second one right there. Now, we could commit to some piracy right now and take a military enforcer ship. All right, we're going to need more computers, girders, and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead here. Let's, oh wow, still waiting for that stuff. Inventory. Do we have any more stone anywhere? No, use it all up. We're going to have to get a little bit more stone. Just to finish up the last little bit. All right, basic refinery is going to eat through that. Now let's see if I can finish up these solar panels out here. Okay. Got one. I just need 4 more computers, it looks like. Yep, just 4 computers. And that'll get the whole thing going. And I just depressurized my entire ship again. I gotta stop doing that. Let's see. I just need all those. That'll do. And if this works out, we should have twice our solar power production. Booyah. Look at that. All right, let's see what our power production is now. All right, we're pulling some power now. Let's look in here. Info, nope. Control panel. Look at our batteries, fully recharged in negative 15 days. All right, we are putting a net positive into our system rather than a net negative. So we actually have the ability now to charge the entire ship. The ship is able to charge. Congratulations, everyone. We have won. So that's one problem solved. let's see, production, we're not going to be turning that on for quite some time. So control panel, I should be able to turn that off. Basic assembler, we'll turn this off. That'll save us a little bit more power. That knocked us down to 9 days charging on just the solar panels. So we're doing good. We're doing good. Now then, let me pull out here a minute. And let me look for our good old buddy at the station, which is right about there. And we're going to get a little bit of speed going. There we go. All right, now this should fully recharge in 3 days. We're actually facing the sun a whole lot better. So we'll fully recharge in 3 days. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's exactly where we want to be right now. That's exactly where we want to be right now. We don't want to be anywhere else but there. So we're doing good. We're doing good. Now all we got to do is we just got to get back to the station that we were at, and we should be able to buy a new ship. We should be able to get at least the mini miner. If not, let's see what we can get for about 2 million. Because I think that's what we're going to pull. I think we're going to pull about $2 million. I think the last time we was on here, we had $500,000 or 500,000 space SE. And we should have, I know at the very least, that's going to tip us over $1 million with the cargo we currently got. So we're about to find out how this is going to go down. So we're just going to keep boosting on over here. We got 9 kilometers left. Oh, we just gotta be at her on over there and see what we can do. And that's the good part about that. That's the really good part. We're doing awesome right now at the moment. Nothing's going wrong. Nothing's going bad. We haven't run into any bad guys. Knock on wood. But hopefully I can remove this drill and we might be able to start pulling in some well, I don't know. We might be able to set up a reactor core somehow on the ship. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I have an idea. If I could just get the materials for 3 more nuclear reactors and get some uranium at the same time, we might be able to run some type of nuclear reactor core. I don't know how I would do that. We'll just have to see. May do something interesting with that. I don't know. All right, we're getting closer. We're about 4 kilometers out. Doing pretty good. Like I said, just a chill stream. It's what you need sometimes. You know, just this thing where you can go in there and just relax and just listen. Just relax and watch. We don't have enough good entertainment anymore. We don't have enough entertainment where you can just relax and watch. It's not all freaking out and everything else. And let me tell you, this whole week has been so. These last two weeks actually have been so hard not to just go full tilt and go political with all the censorship crap that's going on. That has been something that's bothered the hell out of me. Watching all that, I am glad I voted for this president because he just turned around and just bitch slapped him, and that's awesome. So, but we do need legislation that needs to be done immediately in the United States because that nonsense that happened over there, I'm building. Yeah, I'm building and watching Casual Bot. Yeah, all right, man. So far, you're the number one guy on the stream right now. But yeah, the whole censorship thing had me pulling my hair out because I watched a lot of that crap go down during the whole Gamergate thing. Oh boy, I did not enjoy that nonsense at all. And it's always someone who thinks that I tell you why a lot of things. You want to know why all that happened? I will tell you why. And what I'm going to say is going to sound really angst, but it is the reason that you had a bunch of those idiots do that come after video games like they did is the very same reason why I tell people all the time it's really dumb when they say, "Oh, if you need a gun." It's always the one thing. It's like "Oh, if you need a gun, you must have done something really bad." No, you don't. You don't have to do anything bad. I'll tell you right now from experience, you don't have to do anything bad. Oh, we're almost on that. Heck yeah. All right. Number 4. Let's go number 3 real quick. And let's see. Am I pulling power from the station? Can I do that? Can I do that? I'm pulling power off the station. Current input. Oh, wait. No, I'm not. Oh, well. All right. Let's go down here. Open this door. We're going to the acquisition drop-off, baby. All right. And go over here. Did I leave that door open? Yeah, I left this door open because eventually it's going to run out because they didn't put an airlock on this thing. Accepted contract. Let's see what we need here. Finish. Contract complete. 1.8 million. Now for this one, which is going to take. There we contract could not finish. Select inventory does not contain enough of the required items. What? Really? Oh well, we've got like $1,000,000. Let's see what I can get my hands on. Well, we got like $2.4 million. That's actually not bad. We can't get a bulk freighter. We could get an aggressive miner. We prospector is 9 mil. It's not going to be something we get in there. Kite miner is actually kind of small, but it looks like that might be an Atmo. There's our miner Mark II. Let me look at it here. I want to make sure that this is something we can. Okay, yeah, it comes with ion. So a model slim design allows it to easily reach hidden spots. So yeah, this would be a good investment. We would only be about 1 million out. 34 million, we could have another one. Do starter ship Mark II. That's a different one. You know, we also have the turtle miner, which is also ion powered. I think this one here would probably be the best bang for our buck. So let's buy him. There we go. Now then, where's our new miner at? I'm hoping it's outside. Where's my miner at? I just bought this darn thing. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Hey, check this thing out. There we go. Oh, it's nuclear powered. Awesome. Do we have any landing gear on it so I can attach it to the station or the ship? No, we can make that work. We'll make it work. Let's push this out to the edge here. Oh, this doesn't have very good stopping at all. It has one ion thruster to stop with. We can solve that in a minute. I actually have the stuff on board the respawn pod to let's see here. I've got the stuff on the respawn pod. Casual. Yeah, I like smaller YouTubes to watch. Yeah. You don't everyone's trying to be the everyone is like it's the biggest or the baddest. Oh no, we are running low on power right now because we're only getting a little bit of it. Hop down here. I know I'm gonna have to. I'm probably running low on power at the moment. All right, come on. Let's shut that door. Let's jump in here. 3. We'll go to recharge yet again. Let's go ahead and 4 unlock. And we're gonna fly this bad boy over here to our miner that we just bought. All right. Now that's done. Let's 9. All components acquired. We're going to slap a landing gear on this miner. Where is he? All right, there he is. There's the bottom. Okay, we could put a connector on the bottom of this thing. Just saying. I don't know how that would affect its ability to operate, but it's an option. Slap me a landing gear there. I can put a sensor on the front of this. I should have plenty of room to put this thing on here. Do that into thruster. And then we should. All right, our reactors are not work. We've got some reactors that are putting out. Pretty good. Let's go ahead here. G menu, we're going to set this up to turn these on and off. I'm also going to set up landing gear for switch lock. And then our battery. So on number 1, we're going to do 8. Put the battery in recharge. Something's wrong with the battery. It's not responding. And then the other systems, we'll turn those off. Now I need to figure out the battery here. What's with the battery? All right, let the battery charge up here. And there we go. We bought us a miner. We can actually take off the one deal. That's not that much of an issue anymore. Now we have a small ship. Yeah. So casual bot here. If you keep the rear connector, you could build a large grid connector in a basic refinery and tow it behind that thing while you dig maybe 2 large grid solar as well. Yeah, a large grid solar would probably help, but it's running on nuclear power, and I've actually got some uranium I could throw into it. Right now, I can just connect it to the top of the ship at the moment, and nothing bad should happen. What I may do, we may test this thing out. I've got to do some modifications to it. I'm going to have to add. I'm going to have to add 2 more. I mean, I'm going to have to put on 2 more ion thrusters for this thing to make it work. But I do have a couple of thruster components, so I could add more. I can add the thrusters. It's not a problem. I can add those, and then it'll work. The kicker is I need to figure out how I'm going to rebuild this ship into a quote unquote kind of a mining chassis ship, which will be interesting to figure out. But yeah, let's see what we got here. It'll mean either taking this ship apart or building a new one with the parts that we've already got. Or I can just keep acquiring materials. One of the things I could do, actually, while this thing is charging, let's go back in there and see what kind of missions they got. Because we did spend $1 million. We spent $1 million on it. See if they don't have another easy mission for us to get. Acquisition for 1 point. All right, that's superconductors. We're not going to be able to do that. What about this? It's like 100 and something. That's all the contracts we can get. We could go do a repair. Let's accept that. Let's see if we can get there. There we go. So long as we don't get attacked, we should be all right. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take all those freaking hydrogen tanks we got. and we're gonna probably. Well, we're not even using that as power, so. All right, 7 kilometers out. Let's go. Now let's just float. So the miner sitting on the back is actually giving me an issue. So we're gonna slip on over here to the repair contract, get a repair contract done. See if we can make a little more money. Do. Slip on up here and see what we can get finished up without getting ourselves into too much trouble. Ugh. Ugh, tired. Now the kicker here is, do I have the equipment to fix this nonsense? Okay, equipment's been hit. Let's see what we're dealing with. This isn't good. Radio components. Okay, I know I don't have those. Let's see here. We're gonna need motors, construction components. Okay, that'll have to be fixed in its own right. What about this? Does this need to be fixed? No, that's doing good. Power cells have to be rebuilt. And then repair one solar panel. I think that's everything. Let's see what I can do here. Grab this in first. Check G, make sure I have everything I need. I'm going to go out here and repair this bad boy. Okay, what do I need now? I need radio control components, which I think I've got those. I thought I had those. Do I have all that? I think I seem to have it. At least I would think I do. If I need anything else, I'll fly it off with the one deal and just start grabbing it and putting it in. So we're doing good right now. Let's build up these there we go. We're gonna need a lot of steel, so hopefully I've got the iron for this. All right, we're at 26 of them in. Okay, just a few more pieces here. Hopefully we don't have that much more to worry about. Few more. Unknown technology. What the frick are you talking about? Unknown technology. Oh, I don't know how to fix that. No, God, that's bad. Okay, progression. How do I fix radio components? What do I need for that? I need to build a beacon. We should build a small one, and then that'll open up the radio stuff. So I'm gonna build a beacon. And if that's done, we need 40 large steel tubes and 60. Oh, we'll say. There we go. Just get all that finished up there. Oh wait, I just realized we need one more thing. That is a steel plate. I can put the components back in here, but I don't know how to repair it, apparently. Shucks, ran out of parts. Wait, what? There we go. That works. Okay. Need like 15 more large steel tubes. The heck was that? Solar barge? I may need to hijack that. Okay. I'll disassemble everything right here that I got. Because at the very least, we're going to need to get some stuff back. I don't need that. I just need 15 more of these. Let's see. There we go. Come on. Inventory. Where is more stuff? Surely I have more stuff I can eat into here. Oh, yeah, right here. There we go. Disassemble a couple motors. That should help. Thought I heard an unknown signal here somewhere. Plus, it's an unidentified signal. That may be what I'm looking at here. Let me go up here and check this real quick. What's it going to take to fix this? Okay, most of this stuff is not major. It's not a major fix. This here might be a bit of a fix. And the solar panel is going to be a bit. Yeah, I have much of in the way of stuff I can grab hold of to make it work, but let's disassemble what we can. So, like the battery and the solar panel are going to be the biggest issues we run into, in my opinion. I'm hoping that gives me just enough. Yeah, we got a whole bunch left over. What's a power cell run? That's going to be interesting. That's what I thought. Silicon's going to become my biggest issue right now. All right, I got it figured out. I just need to unlock that technology in order to fix it up. Okay, that's gonna, like I said, that's gonna be the simple one to fix. Oh wait, there's two of them out. Oh, we gotta fix two solar panels. That solar barge may have to give up some of its. Actually, that's not a bad idea. We're going to. Let me recharge real quick. I'm going to make an attempt on that solar barge. If I can yank two solar panels off of it, we'll be doing pretty good. Maybe some other stuff. We'll try to yank at least two solar panels. Time for a little piracy, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the solar barge now is probably going to fight back. What we're going to do is we're going to just rush right in there real quick, snag both our solar panels that we need. If not, I'll see if I can't get more of them. It may not have any guns on it. I'm hoping it doesn't have any guns on it. And possible, we'll yank a few more things off of there before we take off. I'll see if it's got any kind of materials on there as well I can snatch, like any kind of resources. There's an unknown signal. And there's our solar barge, and he is attempting. He attempted to get the F out of Dodge. Sorry, dude. We're taking all of it. He's got just enough here. All right, come on. A little gentle piracy never hurt anyone. All right, let's go ahead and yank open a couple of these boxes here and see what he's got inside. That's an event controller. Square top piston. Let's see what's in this thing. See what you got in here, bub. Nothing good. Okay, there's nothing in that. Nope, nothing in that that's worthwhile. Oh, wait, these always have something in them. What you got in here? I could use that ice. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to take it. What's in the other one? Urgh. How do I stop you? You've got a controller here somewhere. How do I stop you? Oh, wait, here's something interesting. Nope, I didn't make nothing out of it. So my inventory is full. I can't do anything else. Man, if I could just snatch one more of these frickin' thrusters off, or if I could just stop this thing, that'd be great. There's got to be a remote control block here somewhere. Where are you? Ah, there you are. Bingo. All right, he's stopping now. Respawn pod's like 1,400 meters away, but eh. Can I, what have I got for, can I put a, ugh, this is going to be difficult. I should be able to put something somewhere on this dang blasted ship.
Inventory full.
Ugh, that's disgusting. I need an internal. Let's go ahead and shove the ice back there because I got a bunch of ice. I want to hang on to all that. I'll claim this. My PCU is infinite anyway. Who cares? This ain't the only barrel that's here. I think there's actually more stuff in these barrels. I think this is just one side of a barrel system. I think that middle one actually has some stuff in it too. We'll just have to figure out how to get to it. Otherwise, see, we got some silicone. We got a whole bunch of good stuff. I just had to figure out how to get to all of it. Access denied. Are you serious? I own you. Give me stuff. Oh, there's our power cells that we need. Wow, piracy paid off. Look at that. Piracy is paid off today. Now I just got to figure out how to get this back to base. Ah, this is annoying. Wait, I can just snatch that. Number 4, please. Oh, come on. There's got to be a cockpit I can put on here. Why can't I? Oh, I bet that's why. There we go. Number 4, we're going to take this sucker completely apart. There we are. That's why I couldn't do it before. Okay, we need 100 computers now. That's it. Just 100 computers, ladies and gentlemen. And we can get this thing up and running. Boy, that's going to be fun. Let's see what we got in here. We've got some displays. Let's throw those in here. I just need the computers. No, that doesn't have a computer in it. Neither does that. What about this? Does this have computers?
Inventory full.
Ah, jeez. Let's go over here to this one side. Like so. What's fun is I'm getting reimbursed for all this because of the system. There's like 8 computers in that right there. There we go. Now then, let's see what we can do here. Let me check here. Do I need 100? I'll need 20 for the helm.
Energy low.
All right, 3. Looks like we're putting it there. Yay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we just captured us a nice little ship here. And I have 0 control over, apparently.
Inventory full.
There we go. I should have control over that now. All right. Let's take this baby to the respawn pod over here. Why am I turning like this? What is happening? All right, where's the... What did it do? The heck? Turned back off again. What in the world? Oh, I bet I know what the problem is. I bet it's you. Sitting in my butt. To do. Something happened here, and my freaking gyroscope just kicked. Oh, come on. How'd that happen? All right, break it down.
Inventory full.
Break it down. We'll have to put the gyroscope somewhere else.
Inventory full.
Let all that fall off here. Let me see. Where's my gyros at? In particular, I want to put it right there. All right, let's get the rest of that.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
There we are there. Hopefully I can get this thing back up and running again. We can start taking this back over there. One eternity later. All right. There. Now we can do this. I don't even know what happened. There we go. Piracy successful. We are now the proud owners of a solar barge, which should give us enough materials here to not only fix this ship we're coming up on, but also has enough materials on it that we should be able to work on the respawn pod and everything else. And if I'm lucky, I might be able to connect the respawn pod to this thing, drain all the power off of it, and completely redesign the pod from the ground up, which would be nice. Might be able to put some type of solar bar on the pod. I'm not sure. But we should be able to rebuild that in its entirety. I should be able to rebuild a bunch of stuff in its entirety going forward, and that'll be a whole new animal in itself. The new encounters are awesome though. This little barge is amazing. I do like the look of it. It is very industrial space. But we do have access to another full set of thrusters, which is great because now with all those, I can put, let's see here, 4 engines going forward, 4 engines going in reverse. And then we can also take the rest of this stuff and just start loading it up. I need to take out that one deal so it doesn't send a broadcast a signal or anything, because that'll be bad if we have a crybaby. This thing starts crying for its mama, that's going to be a difficult thing. I need to turn that off in its entirety. And then we will just have a nice little bar. We'll have this barge all set up, and then I can reconfigure the space pods engines. We do that. We also got a whole bunch of goodies on here too. I don't know. We may just commit to space piracy. Because space piracy seems to sell right now. It seems to pay off pretty good. Now we can get this thing in position. We can do some minor repair work to this thing, get our money out of it, and then take this and figure out what we're going to do with it. Because with this thing, like I said, with this, we've got so much cool stuff in it that can be used to repair all of that. And that's what we're going to work on first. Let me see here. We've got a beacon. Now, if I take that beacon off there, I'm going to have problems. But we've also got this nice little solar antenna here. I do need to do something about this thing here because it is going to be a problem. There, take care of that. I think it had something going on where it would send out a signal if things got hairy. So there's that. Let's see what we can throw into the repair contract. Maybe we can get the see if we can get this fixed. There we go. We're about to get that fixed. Unclaimed blocks will despawn in 1 hour and 41 minutes. Well, we can't have that. All right. Repair mode is done. Put that back up and running again. Let's go over here. Ship's still functioning, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Ugh. There we go. Couple of girders there. Fix that, fix that, fix that. Now, before I fix the battery, I want to get everything else fixed. Unknown technology, I'd have to research it first. That's bad. How am I doing in the battery department? Fully depleted in 3 hours. That's not good. Go ahead, hop inside of here. Let me see if I can get this thing to face the sun here. Where's the sun going? No, that's good. Let's pull this up there like so. Nope, it's going down. We'll go down like so. That will get us the ability to do all that. Up, 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 up. All right. Now to take from the solar barge here, whose solar panels we have just yanked. Can't get me out of here. Okay, there's a whole bunch of good stuff. Brew now. That's good. Need some of those. Take those prototech panels. We're going to shove them into our actual ship over here. I'm wondering what a prototech device would cost me. I don't know. Now, where is... All right, let's see if we can repair these solar panels here. Area 1. Oh, that's one solar panel fixed. Let's see if we can fix the other one here. Nope, we need more stuff for that. But we've got plenty of silicone, so I can easily fix that. Hmm. that's right. We got like 5,000 ice. That's amazing. That means I can actually turn the power generator on. We can actually get some stuff done. That'll be nice. See about production here. Let's go ahead and produce ourselves a couple of those. Okay, now we know what all that's going to cost to fix. Where'd it go? There it is. There we go. Maybe I can get this thing back to good as new. That might be something we can get done here before I quit. All right, production. I need 20 of these and 10 of those. Come on. Come on. All right, we got all those successfully withdrawn. Let's go back over here and finish up this last solar cell here. Boom. Solar cell done. Now let's see. One more thing has to be finished. And I believe this has to be figured out, and that has to be figured out. And hopefully, I've got enough batteries for all that. There we go. I know we got some power cell blocks on this ship, so we're slowly but surely grabbing those. Ugh. All right, we're about there. We're just grabbing blocks off here, moving them over there, little things at a time. It's gonna take a minute because building one of these big batteries is always a problem. All right, that battery is operational again. This battery is almost operational. We're about to be there. Okay, these steel plates, construction components, all that good stuff. Let's go over here. Because I know I got stuff in that. Let's see. All right, that battery is going to be completely done. And then we can hit the other battery and start building it. Anything worth doing is worth doing right. The only thing that's left is the frickin' antenna. Let's see if I can get this thing to build me some stuff. Production stopped. Disassemble everything. Let's see if we can get some cooler stuff coming out of this thing here real fast. See if we can get a couple more components. Get some steel back. Pull back some iron ingots out of some of the stuff that we lost. There we go. There we go. Let's see. I could just go over here and grab something off of here that we're not using. Like that. Hope these guys don't mind me fixing their stuff with stolen parts. They're getting an almost entirely refurbished satellite, though, so that's awesome.
Energy low.
Okay. So, the very last thing I've got to do is build the fix that one deal. The question is, where am I gonna wait a minute? Does the miner have a beacon I can use? No, it has an antenna. Let's see here. What about a beacon? Let's build one of those. Where are they at? Oh, beacon. There you are. What do I need? I need a steel plate. Let's go over to our uh commodity here. Our asserted acquisition, we'll put it like that. Back over the miner. We'll attempt to drop a we'll drop a beacon on it. And we'll go right into this bad boy.
Inventory full.
Take what I can get out of that. All right, we'll disassemble these. We'll get a whole lot of iron, and then I will simply make a bunch of steel pipe. Or do I already have that? Oh, I do already have that. What was I thinking? Okay. And after all of that, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to grab a few more steel plates off this thing. repair a few more pieces on this. Get their satellite all nice and refurbished again. There we go. It's like brand new almost. Let's see. Everything good? Everything good. Let's go ahead and repair this idiot up and see what this thing does. It should almost be finished here. All right. Now I've repaired you. Well, I've repaired it. I don't understand. Why are we not done? Did I not finish it? All right, let's do some remote access here. Uh, well, it's up and running. Unless there's something I'm supposed to do, which I can't tell if there's anything I am supposed to do or not. Let's just keep repairing until the... Oh, there we go. Contract successful. All right, check that out. Okay, kids. That happened. Ah, all right. We got that done. Now, where's that other ship I got? We'll grab him and pull him in close. There we go. All right, let's see how we're doing in the refinery department. Oh God, we're still going. Freaking cobalt, man. No, God, why did I do that? Ah, I grabbed so much of that crap. Let's go ahead and work through all that silicone here real quick. Now, the real question is Prototech panel. What can I make out of Prototech? Let's see. I should have Prototech already unlocked. Here we go. So we got Prototech panel. We need Prototech circuitry and a Prototech frame. That's a small ship jump drive. What about a large ship jump drive? Actually, what about a large Prototech battery? That's going to require a lot more stuff. Fusion Reactor Prototech Gyroscope looks like it'd be kind of fun to get, but we need 300 Prototech panels. Prototech Assembler, that'd be nice to have if I could get my hands on one. A Prototech Refinery would be good. I also have a thruster, which if I could get, like I said, the problem here is getting the Prototech to make this all work. However, a small variation of this. We just need, well, no, we need more stuff than that. There's a refinery for a small ship. That would be good. Huh. Well, that's a possibility now, considering we hit this guy and took a whole bunch of stuff off of him. So now the other issue is I need to take this apart,
Inventory full.
take as much of that apart as possible. Set that to full disassemble. And we're going to start disassembling and turning this into
Inventory
just
full.
pieces.
Inventory full.
Oh, okay. Well, I got a little too overexcited with that, but all right. There we go. We'll just disassemble all these parts and start getting a lot of this out of the way. There we go. All that will just, this is just a neat little trick you can do in Space Engineers where you can just start disassembling stuff immediately. And as you work, you can just disassemble things one right after the other. Works out really well. Really cool option. Thing is, ingots actually weigh less than parts. What I do want to do is I want to take this broadcast, this out right here. Take that out entirely. That gives me a few options to play around with. Let's go down in here to inventory. Production. Disassemble all. Well, we're just throwing stuff into the one deal now, so that'll be all right. I will disassemble all this as well. That way I can open up some room inside the cargo containers. And we won't have to worry too much about losing too much stuff. Now, the next thing I need to do is I need to start taking these things apart. Seeing what's in here. Oh, yeah, we're taking this stuff out. Let's put this stuff over here. One good thing is I'm going to have cobalt for a while. That's one good thing about all this. Got a lot of iron here, too. Wait, what? Ooh, running out of room real fast. All right, we'll disassemble all that stuff. That'll give me a little bit more room. Can't believe I'm running out. Are we running out of room? Go down here to this one. All right, that still has like 8. Small cargo container 2 still has a whole bunch of stuff. So we've got room. I just gotta find a place for all of it. Just get this ore from point A to point B, smelt it into very easy to store ingots. No, we're doing pretty good. Good lord, the amount of materials we have in this little ship. The iron and stuff is just going to be so worth it. There we go. There we go. Just a little more. Oh man, let's take a look at this. Cost me everything I have, but it's mine. Now I just needed someone to tell me what it is. Oh, okay. Here we go. Come on now. There we go. That's working out great. Let me see. Do we have anything else? No, we don't. Stacked barrels are going to be disassembled. There's some grids that came out of that. Okay, so I need to get the stacked barrels out of there. Let's move this ice over to the ship. Yeah, you are going in there. There we go. All that's in there. I'm going to try and attack this barrel system from the other side because I bet you there's something in there. There's that middle barrel seems like it's got something in it. I don't know what, but it's got something in it. But now we're 5,000 ice richer, so that means I've got a pretty good amount of stuff to work with. What's in this? Oh boy. Magnesium. All right, we can make some bullets. Go to get some guns. We're about to get some guns, ladies and gentlemen. Guns away. Oh yeah. That's what I've been needing is some firepower. We're about to get it. As soon as we get everything all figured out. Take the magnesium, turn it into bullets. Then we can become some proper pirates. As I am sitting here just tearing into this thing. A little bit of piracy. We committed to piracy, and I'm a little addicted to it. Another one of these barges comes up, we're gonna have to hit it again.
Energy low.
All right, check that out. Our little privateering vessel has done a pretty good job. All right, let's keep putting this in here because I think we got enough batteries almost to almost expand our power supply a little bit. There we go. That's one cargo container down. So I want to get all the cargo off this thing and moved over to this, if at all possible. There's a welder in that. Let's go over here and look at this thing. What's in this? There we go. We're starting to run low on oxygen, so I probably should go inside the ship. Ow. I hit that real hard. So, yeah, we're doing decent right now. I may have to pull some stunts right now to get this thing really working. But I just got to looking over and looking at the time. It's like almost 1 in the morning where I'm at. So I'm going to have to break off here, folks, so that I can get plenty of rest. 'Cause I got to work tomorrow, unfortunately. Yes, yes, unfortunately. This is not my job. I wish it were my job, but unfortunately it's not. By the way, folks, it's just a nice little chill stream. You know, you guys could come in, take a break from the world for a moment, just relax and watch me do some stupid stuff on Space Engineers. Might continue doing this, or I may come up with something a little more interesting if I can get some people together on it. I'm thinking about getting back together with old Gomer, and we were talking about doing a pirate run where we do nothing but privateering, I guess we could call it. We're like doing privateer stuff, where we start with a single space pod for all of us, or two space pods, weld them together, and then fly those jokers, and then fly our uniquely designed pirate ship into battle. And we do all sorts of cool stuff with it. I don't know how that's going to go down, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Looking at this, dear God, there's 15 of y'all in the dadgum chat and the watching. Dear Lord, that's awesome. Thank you all for coming. I say this on the channel a lot. Y'all could go anywhere, and you choose to be here. It's your time. I just offer a place for y'all to spend it. So thank you all for watching. Have enjoyed y'all being here, especially to Casual Bot for going in there and just making the chat lively the whole time. You did awesome, man. Thank you very much. But anyway, like I said, I don't know. We'll be coming up with some other stuff. Got some more videos I'm working on, fixing to be coming up there. So do check out the membership because uh, we do have a membership on the channel, and if you guys check out the membership, it's like 99 cents a month. I believe that's how it works. I'm new to the whole membershiping thing. And what that allows y'all to do is you get to see all the videos that I'm going to put up. You get to see them early. Live streams are free, so you don't have to do that. But that's just the membership is just if you guys want to jump on there and see what I'm doing early. Right now, I've got another ship review coming in. Really cool ship, which has an auto Gatlin railgun, which is nuts. as it comes in, like bashes away. Pretty cool destroyer and has a great engine room if you guys are interested. That video will be out this Friday, but if you want to watch it early, $1. That's it. Like not even a dollar. Like 1 penny less than an actual dollar. You guys are getting something for under a dollar, which is unheard of nowadays. I got to thinking about it. I thought, yeah, you know what? I could provide a product for under a buck and do that for everybody. But yeah, I've got another couple videos coming out. I usually do one ship review every other week, and then I try to do some kind of tips video every other week afterward. Don't know. I do need to finish this. I do need to do the, what is it? I need to do the frostbite survival, and I guess I also got to do the first steps survival because apparently one of those one of those on there, I'll have to do that as a live stream because one of those you completed and you get a suit, and I don't have that suit. And I've been looking for that suit and I don't have it. So I'm gonna have to look up how to get it. So I may do that on a live stream as well. Or what I might do, I may just record that into a series you guys can just watch, and then I will record the entire thing. And I've been planning on doing this anyway, recording um, an entire thing in Space Engineers that you can do, record the whole thing up, set it into a set of episodes, and everyone who is a member can go right immediately and binge all the episodes instantaneously. And those who aren't members, y'all can watch, and it'll be like a Wednesday or Saturday. I need some type of content. I need a second stream of content on here because some things, the videos are what makes the channel run. It's the videos. Live streams are great. You guys come in, you're awesome, but that's like it's the difference between 50 views and almost 1,000 views sometimes, depending on the video. So it's right. It's not me saying that those are better. I'm just saying that's the bread and butter of the channel right now is all the old school videos. And apparently people still like the old school content. And I'm just happy to provide it. So anyway, folks, thank you all for watching. Once again, this is Badger Wild. I'm going to go to bed, try to get some sleep. And all y'all take some time, get some sleep. And hopefully we'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye for now.